Terry Kaus here from Northeast Healing Arts. I'd like to share a little bit with you about the neurovascular holding points, or Bennett reflexes. These are points on the head, on the cranium, that were discovered by Dr. Terence Bennett back in the 1930s. He was a chiropractor, and he correlated specific vascular blood flow from organs to points on the head. And he found that during his chiropractic adjustments, if he would hold these points on the head, his clients were getting longer lasting results with their chiropractic adjustments. We can use this technique ourselves, even though many of us are not chiropractors. We could use it as a standalone technique, or we can combine it with some of our other therapies. Often, I'll do a neurovascular holding point balance right at the beginning of a session with my clients. You can do it at the beginning, you could do it at the end, or you could even intersperse maybe holding some of the points during a session. So the way we would do that is we hold really light butterfly touch. There's a point between the eyebrows and the hairline. It's related to the stomach meridian. And I say just hold for maybe 15 to 20 seconds. Super light touch, probably the weight that you would put on your eyeballs. And that's related to the stomach. And the stomach has some emotional correlations with feeling overwhelmed, maybe some digestive disturbances. Maybe a person is having some acid reflux. Different things physically and emotionally can be dealt with by lightly holding those points. So at the back of the head, we have a reflex point related to the kidney meridian. The kidney meridian is often associated with fear, deep exhaustion, dread. We've got liver points right at the hairline that are related to some anger issues. Gallbladder is often frustration and also anger and the inability to make decisions and move forward if a person's feeling really stuck. We've got large intestine, talking about stuck, which can cause a person to be feeling emotionally stuck, like they can't let go of things. They're kind of one of those hanger-oners. They can't let go emotionally or physically. Large intestine is it's a good one to be able to release those emotions for people. I had a client once that said after that I did the emotional release for large intestine, they went home that week and they cleaned out all their closets. So that really helped them to be able to let go. There's all different points and there's different ways that you can apply this technique. I'm going to share with you a simple way that I use it in my practice. And then I'm also going to share with you a free download. I've got a booklet. It's called Self-Help Guide. And the subtitle says, Utilizing Neurovascular Holding Points to Release Negative Emotions, Creating Space for Joyful Living. Hey, we all need a little bit more joyful living, right? Creating that space, letting go. So if you want to look at that little booklet, I'm going to show you exactly where the points are on the cranium. I'm going to give you an emotion list to diffuse the negative charge on the emotions and then to infuse some positive emotions. This can be a really powerful technique. You can use it on anybody or you can use it on yourself. So I also have a way that I do it is I have the clients look at a 5-element diagram. Now, some of you are familiar with the Chinese 5 elements. There's fire at the top, which is usually represented with the color red. And there's 4 different organs in there. And then we go around the cycle. There's earth, which is yellow. That's stomach and spleen. We've got metal, which is large intestine and lung. And then we have the water element, bladder and kidney is blue, and the metal element is going to be white. Okay, so then the blue is the water, and then the green is gallbladder and liver. So what I do is I have a client look at these colors and I muscle test. And the one element that they will go down on, that their muscle will unlock, is the element that I know one of those organs is something that they're dealing with. So then we'll just say, for example, if it is the yellow that their arm unlocks on, I'll call out stomach and spleen. So I'll say spleen, it's strong. Stomach, it unlocks. So then I know that stomach is the one that we have the stress in. So then I have them get in a relaxed position, either seated in their chair or laying down on the table. I never do this technique with them standing up because it's not relaxing in my opinion, but I get them in a relaxed position. And what I do is I read a list of negative emotions that I want to diffuse first. And it's kind of like when you weed the garden. You know, when you pull out one of those big weeds, there's a hole. Well, then I want to put a seed in that place. After we diffuse all the negative emotions, we're going to infuse the positive. So then it's kind of like we plant a flower garden with the beautiful seeds of the flowers that are going to spring up. So I hold my hands lightly on the particular point that's correlated with those emotions. And I have a poster and I show you where all the head points are in the 5-element diagram, and then I color coded and I correlated those to all the different negative and the positive emotions that you want to diffuse and infuse. I'll show you really quickly here, and I'm going to put a download to this poster and to the free guide, but I'll just show you real quick here. So there's the 5 elements and all the diagrams in the middle, and then all the color-coded emotions are on the sides of the poster. And this is printed large enough and dark enough that you can usually see it from across the room. All right, so those are some great techniques that you can use to release some negative emotions. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to answer any questions, and go to northeasthealing.com. You get a lot of information there from my blog, and then I am offering different classes where I teach you more about the emotions, more about ways to decrease stress and pain physically and emotionally. Make it a great day. Be healthy, be happy, be balanced. I'll see you soon.